Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy PADDA, man, back with another video today on the YouTube channel. I normally don't upload football videos, but it is the playoffs. I love the NFL playoffs, and I want to switch up the channel. I don't want to just be strictly hockey. So, hopefully, you guys still enjoy this video. For people that are new football fans, I will be trying to react to. I'm gonna be honest. I probably won't make any reaction videos for the playoffs unless it's some games I didn't watch. Just because, I will be watching a lot of these games live, especially the Ravens-Steelers game. I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan, big Ravens guy. I've been, I like them because of Lamar, but, I don't know. I kind of will be watching the games live. So this is going to be my predictions. I feel like I know my stuff. Just because, I'm an NHL guy at first doesn't mean I'm not multi-sports, man. I got knowledge, bro. I got knowledge in football, basketball, and hockey. All right? I know the game of sports very, very well. All right, let's get into this video. So, a lot of great matchups. Obviously, Kansas City going for the 3P. They're the number 1 seed. Detroit's been, kind of the big story the entire season. They looked really, really good. They had some struggles, though, in my opinion, the Lions. But I thought the win against the Vikings was a very, very dominant and very, very promising win for them. Let me see who's texting me. I'm not trying to get too distracted, but that was a very, very promising win for them. So, we'll start off with the 5-4 matchups. I think, I'm not gonna lie, Texans, Chargers. Listen, I know a lot of people are going with the Chargers, man, and I don't know if I trust the Texans, but CJ Stroud has won before, right? Last year he won in the wild card round. It's not like the Texans are a completely shit team. Man, they're still a good football team, and I know they haven't looked good. I mean, the injury to Tank Dell sucks, but they still got Nico Collins, who's a very solid receiver. They still have Joe Mixon, who's a very, very solid running back. Their offensive line isn't the best. It's really going to come down to can CJ Stroud pull through for them. Their defense, I don't think their defense has played that good recently because, they got destroyed by Kansas City and Baltimore. But to be fair, most teams get destroyed by Kansas City and Baltimore. It is embarrassing, though, because they didn't even score against the Ravens. The last game, I remember it was during Christmas Day. But I still think it all depends on CJ Stroud. If CJ Stroud has, a very, very bad game, they're not going to get anywhere, right? He needs to be able to throw the ball. He cannot look like he did in these previous games. Chargers, obviously they got Jim Harbaugh. They have Justin, Herbert. I think he's a great quarterback. I really do. I don't know if he's overrated. Sometimes I think a lot of people are on the Chargers. The public money's on the Chargers. They're the favorites, even though they're the lower seed. They got J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins is decent. He's not what he used to be, though. Greg Roman as their coordinator, they do have some good weapons. You know what, man? I think I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans here. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think it's a coin flip. I think it will come down to a field goal, man. It really depends on which team has the ball at the end and which team turns the ball over more. I'm not going to lie. I'd like C.J. Stroud in this matchup. I really do. I think C.J. Stroud is going to play good. I don't think he's going to play bad. It's a wild card round. I think Stroud, I would not be surprised if the Texans win this game, but I'm going to go with the Chargers. Ravens, Steelers, I'm going Baltimore. I know a lot of people might, go with the Steelers just because, they give Baltimore some problems, but come on, bro. The Ravens, most of the losses in Lamar Jackson's era to the Steelers were in Pittsburgh, and they dominated last time at the bank. Jackson's playing at an MVP level. I think Jackson's going to win his MVP this year. I mean, he should. No offense to Allen, but I think Lamar has, done better in terms of, higher competition with the AFC North, and such. He's got the better stats overall as well. But I don't think this is going to be a blowout, though. I know, on most betting apps, the spread's -10. I think it will be maybe 6-point or plus win for the Ravens. I do think the Ravens will win. I mean, most of the time, the Ravens play good against the Steelers. They just turn over the ball, or there's a lot of drops. No Zay Flowers as well, but just give the ball to Derrick Henry and let Lamar Jackson run. I think you should dominate that rushing factor. Bills Broncos. This is such an interesting game, man, because I can see the Broncos legitimately upsetting the Bills in Buffalo. I really want to just click this and click the Broncos because I can see it happening. Listen, I think Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but I think at times he is a little bit overrated. He's still a very, very good quarterback. I think he's going to have to run a lot for the Bills to win this game. Because the Broncos, they got what's his name, PS2 or something like that. He's a great, corner. They got a great defense. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a pick six. The Broncos get a pick six touchdown. I would not be surprised. They got a great O-line. Can Bo Nix deliver in Buffalo? And, it's a road game. I'm going to take the Bills, though. I think it'll be a very close game, though. I think it'll come down to a last drive win. But I think the Bills will win it. I'm gonna give it to Allen and them boys. Now, Vikings, Rams, this can go 50-50. A lot of people are taking, this is both of them are minus 100, minus 115. Sam Darnold kind of had a very, very bad game against the Lions. He looked horrible. And it's so hard to want to root for Minnesota or put them on your ticket because of what they saw against Detroit. Now, LA, they've looked good in the recent weeks. They've been ever since they got healthy. They looked really good. Kyron Williams has been really, really good. So obviously they got Puka Nacua. They got Cooper Kupp. Matthew Stafford's been their Super Bowl championship. Quarterback. They got a great coach. Kevin O'Connell. Has Kevin O'Connell won a playoff game? I don't know. I don't remember if he has. J.J. Jefferson. They got Jordan Addison. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams here. I think the Rams, this is such a good matchup. I might come back to this, but Tampa Bay, Washington, I'm going to take Tampa Bay over the Commanders. Now, I was not making this video because of this matchup right here. I did not know who to pick. My heart was telling me to go with Washington for some reason because of Jaden Daniels' spectacular efforts. Jaden Daniels has been so good, so darn. I feel like he's been very electrifying this year. I mean, to take a lottery team to the playoffs is insane. But he's had a lot of Hail Mary winning drives, and let's be real, a lot of that comes down to luck a little bit, right? If you're always winning Hail Marys, maybe you're not that good. Tampa Bay, I've also feel like the Buccaneers have struggled as well in the regular season. There's times where their defense looks so bad. But I like Baker Mayfield. I'm going to trust Baker Mayfield here. That's the big thing. I like Baker, but I really think the Commanders can pull off the upset. I'm not going to lie. Jaden Daniels is balling. Again, another coin flip. Probably might be a field goal, whoever has more turnovers. Green Bay, Philly. I'm taking Philly. Listen, I was loving Green Bay. Week 10, it was honestly the game before the Vikings. I actually really liked the Green Bay Packers. Pardon me. I thought they could maybe upset a team in the playoffs, but ever since that game against the Packers, I lost all hope for this team. Jordan Love doesn't look like he's 100%. They just don't look. Their passing game's too inconsistent. The Eagles got great defense. Saquon Barkley, Hurts is going to be back. I expect Brown to have a good game. I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles in that game. Eagles, Tampa Bay, I got Philadelphia winning the rematch this time. They lost last year to Tampa Bay. I expect Philadelphia to win this time. I think, Philly is gutted for, I think they're ready for a playoff. I want to make sure the video's not too long. Okay. I just think Philly, Tampa, I think they're going to win, in my opinion. But I actually, this is so tough, man, because I can see Minnesota beating LA. A part of me feels like the Rams lose. I would love to see. Even LA, Matthew Stafford, Detroit, it's a good matchup. We'll come back to this. But over here, I got Kansas City beating the Chargers. I think Kansas City is going to make it. LA is not a bad team, but I just think Kansas City's a little bit too much to them. With Spags' defense and, Mahomes and them boys, they're going to beat the Chargers. And then I got the Ravens upsetting the Buffalo Bills. Yes, you heard it from me. The Ravens upsetting Buffalo. And I think this is going to be the Lamar Jackson legacy game. This game right here. The rematch of what happened last time when he threw that 100-yard pick six. I think that he gets his revenge. I think the Ravens, they get Zay Flowers back in this game. I think they beat Buffalo. And, so right here, you know what? It doesn't even matter. We're going to take Lions. I'm going to take Philly. Call me, bro. I don't know, man. Detroit. If they had David Montgomery, I would take the Lions. I really would. But I don't know. To me, it's tough not to bet against Saquon Barkley and them Eagles. But I'm gonna go with the Lions here. I don't trust Jalen Hurts enough for him to beat Goff and them boys in Detroit. I'm going to take the Lions. And then, boys, I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to upset Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. The rematch from last year, but this time in Arrowhead. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and the Baltimore Ravens are going to walk into Arrowhead and get their revenge. Because think about this. It took the Avengers to spin twice to beat Thanos. Everyone says Kansas City is Thanos. Well, guess what? The 3P ain't happening. And the Ravens are going to be Super Bowl championships. Bet this is going to happen. And bet your house on this. The Ravens... Okay, don't bet your house on this, but I hope this happens. All right? I wish, if I wasn't being biased, I don't know. Like, there's a reason why I took this. I'm right. Like, momentum is another big thing into the playoffs, guys. I'll be honest. Like, you guys probably like, yo, Patty, you're tripping. Bro, if the Ravens beat Buffalo, like, the Ravens are going to beat Kansas City. It's the momentum riding into the AFC Championship game. Whereas Kansas City, they've only had played the Chargers. Versus Baltimore, you get a big divisional rivalry win against the Steelers. Then you go into Buffalo, you upset Buffalo. You're coming into Arrowhead confident. And then you think about what happened last year, how poorly you played. Because you think about it, guys, the Ravens choked last year. It wasn't that the Ravens didn't match up to Kansas City. They just had too many mess-ups. I think the Ravens get it done this year. And I think after that, bro, Lions, I think Detroit, I've been saying this all year. I think they make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think they win it. I think it's going to be a heartbreak for Detroit. Anyways, guys, that's my bracket. Let me know what your guys' bracket is. I'll see you guys. And we'll see. We'll either laugh or we'll cry. Hopefully the Ravens win, man. Peace out, boys.